by Steve Scott, special to everyday health. Throughout my 25-year career as a competitive runner, I was fortunate to achieve some pretty rewarding accomplishments. I owe much of my success to the strategic approach I took to my sport. I surrounded myself with the best coaches, trained with the best runners, worked hard, and kept a positive outlook. When I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in summer 2014, I decided to apply some of the same lessons I learned on the track to my health. I plotted out my treatment goals, researched my medical options, consulted with expert physicians, and selected the path I felt would give me the best opportunity for success, on my terms. Inside track to an early diagnosis. Prostate cancer was not my first encounter with a life-threatening health issue. 20 years ago, I fought testicular cancer. Thanks to early detection and effective treatment, I was cured. Beating testicular cancer helped keep me in tune with my health going forward. This meant getting regular checkups and screenings, including prostate-specific antigen (PSA) testing. My PSA levels had been gradually rising during the past few years, and in 2014 a nodule was detected on my prostate during a physical exam. A biopsy revealed I had intermediate-risk prostate cancer. I had no idea anything was wrong. There were no physical symptoms whatsoever. Staying in the routine of seeing my doctor regularly helped detect my cancer in the relatively early stages. Shocked and depressed by treatment options, I have always led an active life and continue to do so today, as a husband, father, and head coach of the cross-country and track programs at California State University, San Marcos. I run 3 to 5 miles a day, enjoy outdoor activities with my family, and make public speaking appearances at local schools and community organizations. Keeping active and retaining full physical function were at the forefront of my mind as I began to consider my prostate cancer treatment options. My tumor was located near a nerve bundle that controls my bowel, urinary, and sexual functions. This presented me with some very serious concerns. My primary care physician initially gave me 2 treatment options: surgery or conventional X-ray radiation. I opted against surgery, because doctors would need safety margin around the tumor's perimeter, which would disrupt the nerve bundle. The likely outcome: I wouldn't be able to get an erection without getting an injection in the penis, and I'd have to wear diapers most of the time. I also decided against conventional X-ray radiation therapy, in part because of the nausea and fatigue it often causes. But even more troubling was a personal family experience with X-rays. My father passed away from complications associated with X-ray radiation used to treat his prostate cancer. The probable side effects of these 2 treatment options were unacceptable to me. I also was not comfortable with the watchful waiting approach. I was shocked and depressed about my options. Another option emerges: proton beam therapy. In a family trip to Wisconsin, I began to research possible alternatives. I was encouraged when I discovered a different form of radiation treatment called proton therapy, which up to that point nobody had told me about. The more I read and spoke with others who had been treated with proton therapy, the more I knew it was right for me. After consulting with various medical specialists and exploring the fullest range of treatment possibilities, I chose to undergo proton therapy at the Scripps Proton Therapy Center in San Diego. I just recently completed my 8-week course of proton treatment. Proton therapy is a form of external beam radiation treatment that kills cancer cells while preserving healthy tissue. Conventional radiation uses X-rays, which penetrate into normal tissue around the tumor, increasing the possibility of side effects or secondary cancers. Proton therapy has been shown in research to be effective in treating many cancers, including prostate cancer. A 2014 survey of nearly 4,000 prostate cancer patients found that 97% of those who got only proton therapy had not experienced a recurrence of their cancer. An earlier study led by MD Anderson Cancer Center found that proton therapy preserved urinary and bowel function. Proton therapy has been used in the United States since the 1950s but has only recently become more available. The Scripps Proton Therapy Center where I went is just the 15th such center in the United States. None of the side effects I feared. I decided to publicly share my story for 2 reasons. First, I want to raise awareness of the importance of early detection of prostate cancer. Men need to overcome their reluctance to see a doctor. Get your annual checkup and learn about possible warning signs early in the game. Second, I want people to know about the availability of proton therapy. Patients need to be their own advocates when it comes to learning about all of their treatment options, so they can make a fully informed choice that's best for their personal situation. According to my radiation oncologist at Scripps, Carl Rossi, MD, pictured with me above, my treatments were delivered successfully. The goal was to eradicate my tumor, resulting in a cure. And that's the path that I am now on. My prognosis is excellent, and I'll continue with regular follow-up visits for monitoring. I'm very confident in my treatment choice, and very confident that everything is going to turn out great. And importantly, I have experienced absolutely no side effects from my treatments. I coached my men's and women's cross-country teams throughout my treatments, without missing a single day. And I look forward to track season in the spring. I've maintained the intimacy I value so much with my